Item number 45, Supervisor Bishop.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I pulled this because we do have a travel ban in Mojave County, and I was concerned that maybe this travel may be unnecessary to travel to Phoenix for our county assessor.
Supervisor Bishop brought up the fact that she went on her own money, and that's nice. I don't have that kind of money. I got reimbursed for my trip.
Perhaps our assessor, in the spirit of trying to hold back our travel, might be just as well served by just using the county car on a one-day venture down to ACO. That would save on motels and per diem for 4 days, when you could make a showing for whatever meeting you felt is the most important and be back that day.
We have our AAO meeting as well the day before, and that I believe is not available on Zoom. But our ACO might be. It wasn't available on the original. I am always willing to save money. I stay at my sister's house a lot so we can save money. Being that this is a conference and I want to represent you all, I'd like to be, I am on the board for there, so I want to continue to represent you.
I don't have that kind of money.
In fact,
I got reimbursed for my trip.
Bills I want to get passed, and so as part of going to the conference is trying to get support for that. So that's my reasons for going.
Okay, so what this person wants is she's actually begging the Board of Supervisors to pay her way to go to Phoenix, Arizona for 4 days, when in fact she can actually take her own car and pay for her own gas. But because she is following in the footsteps of Hildy Angius, who expects everybody to pay her way in life, she has basically brought this forth to the Board of Supervisors so that they could consider giving her more free money.
I don't have that kind of money.
Okay, I understand that. I'm on the board of the County Supervisors Association, and we had a conference, and I did not spend any travel money per diem or...
Supervisor Bishop brought up the fact that she went on her own money, and that's nice.
So, I'm kind of holding out hope that our elected officials will do the same and try to save travel during this year leading up to our big deficit prediction of $18.5 million.
It was never intended to stop travel for anybody to do business. So the courts have to go to, the attorneys have to go to a case in another county, anything like that. So work-related stuff is not that way. It's mostly to do with conferences and any place where we can do Zoom meetings like we did before during the COVID. So it had nothing to do with not letting the sheriff drive to his calls. He could use Zoom, I guess, if he was really trying to save us some money. But
Chairman Lingenfelter, may I say something? I appreciate Supervisor Johnson's attempt to kind of speed up our process in this. We seem to have been, in the wild at our last budget meeting, so I do appreciate focusing more. But if the next agenda item is to ask for an 18% across the board cut, these decisions should be made within the departments, that they'll know what is discretionary travel and stuff like that.
I don't believe what Hildy just said. It's not up to the department's managers. It is up to you five. You five are the overseers of this county.
I think this is jumping the gun.
I feel like I need to represent my constituents, our property owners here for any way that I can. And
our current assessor wants increased taxes and has no qualms about lying in court or to the Board of Supervisors. If Jeanne Kentch will lie to them, can you trust her with your property values?
Okay, since she takes her job so seriously, then she should not have to ask the board to pay her way as far as hotel expenses, gas expenses, etc. Since she's so serious, she needs to pay for the expenses herself because there is a travel ban and the county needs to save money. So staying at her sister's house, maybe her sister can actually give her the money since she's so poor and can't afford to stay in a hotel.
I don't have that kind of money.
Because I'm really working hard to try to get a deed fraud bill, it's very important to me that I go to this conference. And so that's why I've asked, even though I've done everything I could to reduce the cost. It's $700 for the entire trip, $750.
I don't have that kind of money.
Here's the problem though. Hildy Angius is going to claim that nobody should tell her how to do her job, which is completely arrogant. And the reason why it is so arrogant is because she is representing Mojave County as a supervisor.
My name is Hildy Angius, and currently I'm the supervisor on the Mojave County Board of Supervisor, and I represent District 2, which is Bullhead City. I'm in my third term.
I'm part with the Republican Party right now. I do believe in term limits. 2 terms, 8 years, get out.
I'm in my third term.
She works for us. We do not work for her. And if she's not doing her job the way that the citizens of Mojave County want her to do her job,
get out,
then she needs to move on, okay? Because the way that she speaks so arrogantly, she is making the community, the citizens of Mojave County believe that she should be able to, quote, do her job, unquote, the way that she wants to do her job instead of the way the citizens expect her to do her job. And the citizens expect her to save money, stop spending our money.
I think this is jumping the gun.
The government's just people. You change the government by changing the people.
Here's where Hildy Angius decides she's going to mock Jeanne Bishop for wanting to save the county money.
Well, Supervisor Bishop brought up the fact that she went on her own money, and that's nice. I don't have that kind of money. I got reimbursed for my trip. Let me tell you, there are some things you have to show up in person.
Okay, so she just said that she got reimbursed for her trip, knowing that the rest of the Board of Supervisors voted to save money. They voted for this travel ban. So this person thinks and acts like she is above what the citizens of Mojave County expect of their supervisors.
I don't believe what Hildy just said. It's not up to the department's managers. It is up to you five. You five are the overseers of this county.
So what she just said was she does not care what the citizens want out of the supervisors because she feels she is that special of a person that she doesn't have to save money. And on top of her saying what she just said, she is going to grit her teeth, make her lips so tight that it shows her anger at the decision that the board is going to make against her friend, Jeanne Kentch.
When I travel, in the last 10 years, I have brought back, I'm off the top of my head, almost $8 million for this county. It's not a vacation, believe me, it's not fun. But you do it because that's your job. And so for this board to tell another elected official how to do their job and what's important, I think is not only irrational, but I think it's hypocritic. It's full of hypocrisy because there are things I don't agree this other people do that cost money. But I'm not going to go and tell them how to do their jobs like they're trying to tell me how to do my job. So I'm with you. If you think that you need to be there to do your job, I'm with you.
So did you hear what she just said? She said that she brought $8 million into the county by showing up and taking 5 proxies and influencing people's votes, okay? So why is the county in a deficit of over $18 million? Where's the $8 million she brought in? How come the county is in a deficit?
The travel ban, at least the eyes of the county attorney's office, is not a ban on travel, not a ban on movement. Elected officials, county employees, they're welcome to go where they wish and as they do. It's a ban on the use of county resources and to reimburse for travel expenses.
I got reimbursed for my trip.
That's the position and the view that the county attorney's office takes. So I just want to make sure we're clear on that.
Can I ask?
Okay, so Ryan just explained that Jeanne Kentch and Hildy Angius are free to go wherever they want using their own money.
I don't have that kind of money.
What about out of county? If it's
I know,
out of county?
but still, why aren't we including in-county travel? If the whole idea is to save money, then let's just do it. I got reimbursed for my trip.
That's for the supervisor to decide. I defer to you.
I will be bringing that back at the first meeting.
That's for the
Okay, so she claims that she's going to be bringing back some kind of travel in regards to using county vehicles. What she's saying is hypocritical because she's actually arguing to spend taxpayers' money on her and her friend, Jeanne Kentch. And yet, here she is saying to the county attorney that she's going to bring back some other kind of topic on the agenda where she's claiming that she wants to save more money.
And so for this board to tell another elected official how to do their job and what's important, I think is not only irrational, but I think it's hypocritic.
From the county attorney's perspective, we see this as not a ban on movement outside the county. It's the use of resources. Okay, I just make sure we're on the same page. Thank you. All right.
All right, so here's where the Board of Supervisors are going to vote against Jeanne Kentch and Hildy Angius. Notice the anger in Hildy Angus's expression.
What's the pleasure of the board?
Chairman Lingenfelter,
Supervisor Bishop.
I will make a motion that we approve the county assessor using a county vehicle for travel to Phoenix and back on the same day of her choice for the conference.
You've heard that motion. Second. You've heard that motion second. Any additional discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed?
No.
No. Ayes appear to have it. Do have it. So ordered.
So this person is really bothered because she did not get her friend, Jeanne Kentch, the freedom-hating MCRCC GOP chairwoman who took 3 individual people to court to silence them and violate their freedom of expression, their freedom of speech, etc. Okay, you have Hildy Angius, a person who claims she is for United States citizens in Mojave County, and who claims that she is a constitutionalist who is supposed to be representing our freedoms.
All we want to do is be free.
She's running for Senate, and to whoever's considering voting for her, I would think again, because this person is certainly not for American freedom. She and the clique of people who she belongs to.
With this team, with Leo Biasucci and John Gillette, with Sonny there, we have Travis Lingenfelter here. Grace Hecht is here, and she's running.
When I wake up, what do there? Is this even real?
We're pretty much cut from the same cloth.
So what we just heard was Hildy Angius, who is supposed to be working for the taxpayers, voting to give her friend, Jeanne Kentch,
Jeanne Kentch is the best GOP.
a free ride for 4 days and $750. The other person that voted for Jeanne Kentch was Travis Lingenfelter. But now you're going to hear her say that leadership is listening to people who talk.
That's what leadership is. Leadership is someone talking and you want to follow them.
Leadership is following somebody who leads by doing something. And what she is doing is overspending our money.
And it's all about money and it's all about power.
Like I said before, she's running for Senate and she really needs to go. Because if this is what she's doing in our county, what do you think she's going to do for the state of Arizona?